Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, evening. I'm going to start row 1 from the Alive call. I hope you will all enjoy. It's my first tutorial ever, so please be kind. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see how it goes. I'm using Color Crafter Color White. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK and Color Crafter both. It doesn't really matter. They are a little bit different, but yeah, nothing special. So let's just start with a slip knot. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close with a slip stitch in the first chain. We made a little circle and we're going to work around those stitches and also around the end of the yarn. So we start with chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet around the stitches, the chains, and the end, and work a double crochet. The first chain 2 counts as your first double crochet. Then chain 2, and we do that over again. So around your chains, your starting chains, a double crochet, and another double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet, double crochet, chain 2. So we made 1, 2, 3, just another one, double crochet, another double crochet, and chain 2. And we close this row with a slip stitch. Here you see those two change, and then you close it in the top of them like that. You don't want to pull the end yet or close this space because we're still going to work in it in the next row. So this is also why we didn't start with a magic ring. That's row 1 and 2. Row 3. I'm going to start with 2 slip stitches to get to this space in between the double crochets. So 1 in here, 1 slip stitch, and another in that space. Chain 2. This is your first double crochet. Chain 1. This is an extra chain 1 because we're going to do a popcorn. We're going to make this popcorn here around the chains of the first row. So it's a bit, you have to make a little space for it, but it will fit, no worries. Start in here. And then in front of row 2. So don't do this, but do this. You do 5 double crochets for the popcorn. You can also fold row 2 a bit to the back, and it's easier like this. This is 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you hear a bit of snoring, it's my dog. She's next to me on the couch. This is getting a bit old. I hope that's okay. Close the popcorn like that and chain 1. Then we do a double crochet around the chain 2 of row 2, just behind your popcorn. So here, chain 2, a double crochet, a treble crochet, so yarn over twice, and we make it also around the row 1 chains next to the popcorn in front of row 2, like that. And a double crochet around the chains of row 2. So this is what you'll have. A double crochet or a chain 2 because it's the start, a popcorn, a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet. And we're going to do that in the other spaces as well. So let me show you once more. Just skip those 2, a double crochet. We're going to do a popcorn, so it's chain 1. Make the space in between the double crochets to make that popcorn in front of row 2, and I'm just going to fold it again. It's making it easier. 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Lissy, Lissy. I'll probably have to edit the barking out. Het is goed, meisje. Maar lekker slapen. I think she's done. So a double crochet, chain 2, a double crochet, a treble next to the popcorn like we did before. Find a bit of space there, and a double crochet right here around the chains of row 2. So now we have 2 new corners. Gonna do that for the other 2 spaces, and then I'll get back to you when I'm at the end of this row. So we're now at the end of row 3, and we're gonna close this round up with an invisible join on top of the chain 2 where we started with, like this. This is also the end of color white, so we're gonna cut the yarn off, pull the yarn through, and I'm gonna use a needle to close it nicely with an invisible join. Let's do this one too. You can pull it now. Back and forth a couple of times. And go through these stitches. Go back once more. So that's it. Row 3. We start with the standing double crochet in a corner, so it's that space, and we make a standing double crochet. Then we do a treble, these stitches here, like that, in front of row 3. Another double crochet. It's all in the same space. Chain 2. Let's make some space because we need to add more stitches. A double crochet. And we're going for popcorn again. So it's chain 1. Make some space there. It's the same chain 2 from row 2. And again, I will fold row 3 a bit to the back and just hold it like this. Just makes it easier. So 5 double crochets to make a popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull through and chain 1 to close it up. Then we're going back to the double crochet around the chain 2 of row 3. Oh, yep, and that's it. It's exactly what we did here, but now the popcorn is on the other side. So now we're gonna work in this space. It's the same everywhere. There's a space in between those corner stitches. So I'm gonna work in here. If you look down, there's 2 double crochets here, 1, and here's 1. So let's just start and you will see what you meant to do. It's 1 double crochet in here, in the space between the corners, then a treble in between those 2 double crochets, in front of row 3. Like that. And another double crochet. That's basically it. I'm gonna do it again. I'll show you one more time. 1 double crochet, I'm gonna work in here between those corner stitches, like here, a treble, one double crochet, chain 2 to make that corner again, a double crochet, going for the popcorn, so chain 1, gonna work around the stitches of row 2, work a popcorn, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, nope, 5. Pull through, chain 1, and a double crochet around the chain 2 from row 3. And that's it. So you can see the double crochet, treble, double, chain 2, double, popcorn, double. Then in the middle it's a double, a treble, and a double. And then we start over again. We're gonna do this until we get here. I'll get back to you when I'm here again. We're gonna close it above the first double crochet, like this. With a slip stitch. And that's row 4. We're gonna start round 5 with slip stitches up to the corner space. So 1, 2. If you have 3, don't worry, it's all good. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 1 extra because we are gonna crochet a popcorn. We do that here again around the stitches of row 3, like that, in front of row 4. Fold it back again, and 5 double crochets to make a popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get into the first, pull through, chain 1, and make a double crochet around your corner chains of row 4. Chain 2, 1 double crochet around the same stitches, row 4. Make a bit of space, yarn over twice, and next to the popcorn in front of row 4, like that. A double crochet around round 4, and that's our new corner. Double crochet, popcorn, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, treble, double crochet. We're gonna skip those stitches and work in the spaces in between the groups of stitches. So a double crochet, and a treble front post around this treble. Another double crochet, and we do that again. So we skip those 3 and we work in this space. A double crochet, a treble, this time around the popcorn. So you do it around the top stitches of the popcorn. It's a bit difficult with the white, but I hope you can see it. So this is the top of the popcorn stitch. So front post treble and a double around the stitches of row 4. And this is it. Then we go to that corner space again as we did here. Let me show you this corner and then take it from there. So a double, a popcorn, so chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get in that first double crochet, pull through, double crochet around the 2 stitches of row 4 again, chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet around the same stitches, a treble around the chain 2 from row 3, so next to the popcorn, in front of row 4, like that, and a double around the chains of row 4. So that's your second corner. You can now continue with the spaces on the sides and finish this row, and I will get back to you at the end of this row. When we are here, and now I'm at the end of this round, I just did the double crochet, the treble, the double again, the treble and the double. We're gonna close this round with a slip stitch on top of the chain 2, which we started with. 1, 2, and close it up. There we go. And we're all done for this round, and I'll see you in the next. Round 6. We start this round with slip stitching our way up to the corner space, chain 2, the popcorn is on this side from the previous row, so now the popcorn will be on the other side, so we'll make a treble around the chain 2 of row 4 in front of row 5, double crochet, chain 2, a double, chain 1, and the popcorn around the chain 2 of row 4, so 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and chain 1 to close it, and a double. It's exactly the same as the previous rows. I will show you one side of the stitches in between the corners. So we skip the first 3 stitches and work in the first space, a double crochet, a treble around the popcorn in this first space, so this is also alternating. So one row you will have the first treble around the popcorn, and the next it will be around a treble. Also at the end of this it will alternate. This time it's going to be a treble around the treble, and in the next row it will be a treble around the popcorn, because we alternate the popcorns. I hope that makes sense. We still have to do a double, skip 3 stitches, a double, a treble, a double, a double, a treble, and a double. Oh, there we go. And that was the last one. So a double, a treble, a double, a double, a treble, a double, a double, a treble, and a double. And then we're at the next corner again. So it's all the same as previous rows, just with more repeats. So let's do another corner together. This is the space. And work a double, a treble, a double, I think by now you know where to place them. Chain 2, a double. I'm gonna make a popcorn. So chain 1, make a little bit of space, fold it to make it easier. One double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for popcorn. And a double crochet. That's our second corner. I'm just wondering if I should show you another repeat on the side. I think you already know, but let's do it just once more. So we skip those 3 stitches and work in this space, a double, a treble around the top of the popcorn, like this, a double, skip 3, a double, treble, around the treble this time, a double, skip 3, a double, a treble, around the treble again, and a double. Let's finish this row and then meet you back here. Now at the end of row 6, I finished all the corners and the last 3 repeats in the middle. It's the last row with color B, so I'm gonna cut the yarn. And I will close this one up with a invisible join. So I'm gonna close it up in here. Like that. You can hear my dog play. And then you can get rid of this end. And I think that's good enough for me. Up to row 7 with the new color. I'm gonna use Stylecraft DK, the parchment. I didn't plan colors for the tutorial, so I'm just picking what I like. I've got a bunch lying just in front of me, like that. But I don't know which one I'm gonna use yet, so well, let's see how it turns out. I just hope it's gonna be pretty. Let's start row 7 with a slip knot. In a corner. Now that you know the pattern a little bit, without looking, you can see that the popcorn will be on this side this time, this round. So let's start with the standing double crochet. And the popcorn, so chain 1. And we work a popcorn. Chain 1, a double crochet around the chains of row 6, chain 2, a double crochet, a treble, yeah, got it, and a double crochet. I think it's quite pretty, the parchment on the hint of silver. I like it. So I'm going to continue. This row is exactly the same as the previous row, so I'm going to skip those 3 stitches, work a treble, a double crochet, a treble, a double crochet, same here, and here it's a treble around the popcorn and a double. Let's do it one time. So skip the 3, a double, a front post treble around the treble, a double, oh, skip the 3, then again the same thing, oh, a treble, a double, skip the 3, a double, a treble. The trebles are all front post, and a double, and the last one, double, a treble around the popcorn, and a double. Well, I do believe that we kind of now know the pattern, so I think you can manage. And let's get back when I'm here. So we're at the end of row 7. I left the last repeat for now, so I'm gonna do them now. The last space, a double crochet, a treble around the popcorn, and a double, and we're gonna close this row with a slip stitch on top of the first standing crochet. That's the very first stitch, and that's row 7. Round 8 is exactly the same as the previous rounds, only with more repeats. We closed row 7 or round 7. I always say it wrong. We closed it with a slip stitch, and now we're gonna use slip stitches to get to the corner, the little space in the corner. If you're gonna use 2 or 3 slip stitches, it doesn't really matter, or 4, as long as you get there. And we're gonna do the same. So chain 2, the popcorn is gonna be on the other side now, so we're gonna do a treble around the chain 2 from row 6, a double crochet, chain 2, a double crochet, and we're gonna work a popcorn. So chain 1. I'm not English, so forgive me. Fold it back a bit, and we're gonna work a popcorn. 5 double crochet, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. chain 1 and a double crochet. We're going to do the same thing in all those spaces in between the groups of 3. So skip 3, double crochet, front post treble around the popcorn, double crochet, skip 3, double crochet, front post treble, double, skip 3, a double, front post treble, a double, and another time skip the stitches, a double, a treble, and a double, and once more, a double, a treble, and a double, and there we are at the next corner. So we skip the last 3 stitches, we do a double, a treble, a double, chain 2, a double, chain 1, a popcorn, and a double. Of course I lost part of my clip, but repeat this till the end of the round. We're at the end of row 8. I accidentally already, well, not accidentally, I already cut my yarn off because I messed up in the video. Professional, of course, sorry. But I can still show you how I closed it. So on top of the 2 chain 2, we will finish it off with a slip stitch, pull the yarn through, and this time I'm not going to do a proper invisible join. I will just bring it to the back of my work like this. And that's the end of row 8. Row 9, we're going to start with a slip knot and work a double crochet in a corner. I'm also going to go over the end of row 8. Like this. It will save us working away that end. So the popcorn will be on this side, this row. So chain 1, and we work a popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish it off with a chain. Where is my end? Here it is. So a double crochet around chain 2 of row 8, chain 2, double crochet the same way, a treble, next to the popcorn around the chain 2 of row 7. A little bit of space left. And a double. So this row is exactly the same as the previous rows. It might be the last one, or maybe one more, I'm not sure. Let's do one side together. Skip 3, double, front post, treble, around the treble, and a double, skip 3, double, front post, treble, skip 3, double, and treble, and double, and double, a treble, and a double, 2 more, a double, a treble, double, and the last repeat, a double, front post, treble, around the popcorn, and a double, and we're gonna repeat these stitches. I will see you when I'm here again. I'm gonna close round 9 with a slip stitch in the first double crochet on top of the first double crochet. So that's this one. Like that. That's row 9. Row 10. We're going to the corner with slip stitches. So find a couple of stitches that you can use to get there. 1, 2, so I'm using 3 this time. And I just checked, this is the last round in the same pattern, so we're going to do a repeat of the previous rounds. The popcorn will be on the left this time, and we start with chain 2, a treble, a double. We all know the drill now. Chain 2, a double, a popcorn, chain 1, make some space and work a popcorn, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, close it up, oh, chain 1 and a double around the chain 2 of row 9. Gonna skip 3 stitches and work in the space a double, a front post treble around the popcorn, and a double, oh, skip 3, a double, a treble, a double, a double, a treble. Just say treble now, but we all know it's front post, right? A double, skip 3, a double, a treble. It's all the same. By the time we get to know this repeats, we're going to do something else. But you can make this square and make a whole blanket from them. Combining this pattern with the normal elements, I think it's going to be really nice. So, double, and the last space, a double, a treble, front post, and a double. We're going to repeat this all the way up to this corner again, and I will see you there to close this round. I'm at the end of row 10, and I'm gonna close this round with a slip stitch on top of the first chain 2. So that's 1, 2, and do it like this. And then it's closed. This is round 10. I want to show you what you can do if your square is not laying flat. It's because of the front post stitches. What you can do is just pull a little. There's always a bit of space in those stitches. So when you pull them, just a little bit, you can see that they're moving. See? So you can see it's now more flat than the other side. We can do the other side too. Blocking will do the same thing, but there's no need if you just pull them a little bit or continue the pattern. It will just straighten out itself. But I just wanted to show you. I'm going to move to round 11. Row 11, I'm going to use hook size 4.5 millimeters for this. You can also crochet just a bit looser than you usually would if you don't have the bigger hook. We start with chain 1, right where we left in row 10 after the slip stitch. A front post single crochet around the treble. That's the middle of the 3 stitches from the previous corner. So here, front post single crochet. We're skipping the last double and we work a single crochet in the corner space. Chain 1, making some space again because we're going to do a popcorn around the chain 2 of row 9 in front of row 10, like this. I will fold row 10 behind the work to make it easier. So 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find the first one and pull through. Chain 1 to close the popcorn, and 1 single crochet around the chain 2 of row 10. So this is the new corner. It's a bit hard to see with the yarn I'm using, so I hope you can see. I will try and zoom in just a bit. It's just a single crochet, a popcorn, and a single crochet. We're going to skip the first double crochet, that's this one, and work a front post single crochet around the popcorn, like that. Then we're going to skip the next double crochet. It's a bit behind your work, but it's this one, and we work a front post treble, so yarn over twice around the treble of row 9. We're going to skip this stitch and work a front post single crochet, and then we work a front post treble again around the treble of row 9. And we will repeat those 2 stitches till the end of this side. So we skip a stitch, front post single crochet, skip a stitch, front post treble, skip a stitch, front post single crochet, skip a stitch, front post treble. You can see the front post single goes around the treble of row 10, and the front post treble goes around the treble of row 9. So let's continue. Front post single, front post treble, front post single, front post treble, front post single, front post treble, front post single, and front post treble. And this last one will be around the popcorn of row 9. And then a front post single around the last treble. This is the corner of row 10, the corner treble. Like this. And this is the last stitch of this side. Let's do this once more. A single crochet in the corner, chain 1, and work a popcorn around the chain 2 of row 9. Two, three, 4, 5, chain 1 to close it, and a single crochet around the 2 stitches of row 10. I'm gonna skip the first stitch and work a front post single crochet, skip a stitch, and work a treble around the treble of row 9, skip a stitch, work a single around the treble of row 10, skip a stitch, a treble around the treble of row 9, skip, front post single, skip, front post treble, skip, front post single, skip, front post treble, skip, front post single, skip, front post treble, and skip, front post single, skip, front post treble, skip, front post single, front post treble, skip, front post single crochet, skip, front post treble around the popcorn of row 9, skip, this is the first double crochet of the corner of row 10, so skip that one, front post single, skip the last one, and we start again with a corner. We've done 2 sides now. We're gonna finish this and I will see you when I'm here. I'm nearly at the end of round 11. I made the repeat 6 times as the pattern says. There's only one stitch left to do, and that's a front post treble around the popcorn. Like that, and then we close this row up with a slip stitch. This is the chain, and this is the first front post single crochet, so we close it up in here with a slip stitch, and that's row 11. We're gonna cut the yarn because we're gonna start with color A in the next row. Row 12, we start with a slip knot and work a single crochet in the first stitch of row 10, so behind the row 11, the first stitch after the corner. This is the corner, a double crochet, so it's this one, one, and then we work another 23 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. We're gonna skip this stitch and work a single crochet in the last one before the corner, like that. We're gonna work a flower edge, so we start with a chain 1, and this is the popcorn. There are 5 double crochets, and in each double crochet we're gonna work stitches. So find your first one. This is my first one, and do a slip stitch and chain 2, go to the next double crochet and work in the top a slip stitch, chain 2, and in the same double crochet another slip stitch, like that. Then chain 2, go to the next double crochet, that's the third, work a slip stitch, chain 2, and another slip stitch in the same double crochet, chain 2, go to the next one, make a slip stitch, chain 2, a slip stitch in the same double crochet. So we've done that 3 times now. So this was the first, then this is the first where we did 2 slip stitches in the same double crochet. This is the second one, this is the third one, chain 2 in the 5th double crochet, we'll do a slip stitch, chain 1, You see the little flower coming. You go to the very first slip stitch, put your needle in, get your yarn, get your loop, and pull through. And work a chain 1 to close it up. And that's your first little flower. Gonna show you one more time. So this is the first single crochet, and then we do another 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We still have to make 1. This is the stitch we need. So that's 25 in total, 25 single crochets. Then we do chain 1, and we start with the flower. We find the first double crochet. You see it? It's here. We go to the top, do a slip stitch in the first double crochet of the 5 in the popcorn, chain 2, go to the next double crochet and work a slip stitch, chain 2. In the same stitch we work a slip stitch, so 2 in 1 double crochet, chain 2, go to the next double crochet, work a slip stitch, chain 2, and a slip stitch. Oh, chain 2, go to the third, work a slip stitch, chain 2, another slip stitch, chain 2, and we go to the last and 5th double crochet and work a slip stitch, chain 1, go to the first slip stitch, get your loop, pull through, chain 1. So that's our second flower. So we're gonna repeat this twice more, and I will see you when I get here. I'm at the end of row 12. I didn't do the last flower edge yet, so I could show you one more time, and also how to close it up. So chain 1, find the first double crochet, and work a slip stitch. chain 2, go to the next double crochet, a slip stitch, chain 2, a slip stitch in the same double crochet, chain 2, going to the third double crochet of the popcorn, a slip stitch, chain 2, a slip stitch in the same double crochet, chain 2, go to the fourth, a slip stitch, chain 2, a slip stitch in the same double crochet, chain 2, and a slip stitch in the last double crochet of the popcorn, chain 1, go to the first again, here, get your loop, and close your edge, chain 1, and now we need to close it. So it seems like a big gap, but it's how it should be. Close this round up with a slip stitch. That's it again. I will see you in the next round. Round 13. We're going to start with a chain 1 and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. I'm going to mark this stitch with a stitch marker. And 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A double crochet in the next. We're gonna work a treble, a front post treble around the 8 treble after the popcorn. So this is popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's this one. So a front post treble, a double in the same stitch as the previous double, like this, chain 2, a double in the same stitch, so that's this one, a front post treble around the same 8th treble, and a double in the same stitch. People that did the elements call will recognize this group of stitches. Then a single crochet in the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then 2 single crochets around the stitch before the flower. 1, 2, chain 1 and 2 single crochets after the flower. One single crochet in the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A double crochet in the next. A front post treble around the 8th treble of row 11. So the 8th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one. And my dog is snoring again. I am so sorry for everyone that is now falling asleep. A double crochet in the same stitch as the previous double crochet. Chain 2. A double in the same stitch. A front post treble around the same 8th treble. And a double in the same stitch. So one single crochet in the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 single crochets before the edge. Chain 1 and 2 after. 2 single crochets. And there we are again. So we're going to repeat this twice more, and I will get back to you when we are just before the marker. I'm at the end of row 13. I made the 2 single crochets after the flower edge. I need to make one more single crochet. This is where we closed the previous row. And that was the last stitch. We need to close it in here with a slip stitch or an invisible join. I'm gonna cut this yarn because this is the last row with white or with your color A. And I'm gonna finish it with an invisible join. I will work the ends away after filming. It's just boring to watch, right? So this is it. Row 14. We start with color B, making a slip knot. And we start in the second single crochet after the chain 1. So this is the chain 1. This is the first stitch, and then this is the second one with a single crochet. And we make another 10 single crochet, so 11 in total. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Skip one stitch and work a double crochet in the last single crochet of row 13. Double crochet. A front post treble around this treble. It's the 7th. This was the 8th, so you don't really have to count. You can just take the one on the right from the previous used one. A front post treble. And work another double crochet in the same stitch as the previous one. So that's here. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Work a double crochet. So find some space in there and work a treble and a double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, a double crochet in the same space, a treble next to the other one, the other treble, and a double. We skip 3 stitches, this one, and a double crochet, and we work a double crochet in the first single crochet, a treble, a front post treble around this treble right here, so that's the one on the left side of the already worked treble in the previous round, and a double in the same stitch as the previous double. Skip this stitch, skip 1 stitch, and work a single crochet in the next 11 stitches. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to skip 1 stitch. I'm going to work around the chain 1 that we made above the flower, and we're going to work a single crochet, a front post double crochet around the top of the flower like this, and 1 single crochet in that same space of chain 1. I'm going to repeat it once more. So we're going to skip this first stitch and start in the second stitch, and we work 11 single crochets. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Skip one stitch and work a double crochet in the next. A front post treble around this treble on the right side of the already used one, and a double crochet in the same stitch as the previous double crochet. Skip 3. Oh, my dog is snoring so hard. I'm so sorry. Just don't have time to do this elsewhere, so I hope it's not going to make you fall asleep. Let's continue. I will maybe talk louder or try to edit it out. A double crochet in the top, a treble in between these stitches right here, and another double around the same chain 2, chain 2, a double in the same space, a treble on the left side of the previous one, and a double. I'm going to skip 3 stitches and work a double in the first single crochet. A front post treble around the treble on the left side of the already used one, and another double in the same stitch. Skip 1 and work 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Skip 1 stitch, so this one, and we are back in this, around this chain 1 above the flower. 1 single crochet, 1 front post, 1 front post double around the top of that flower, and another single crochet around that chain 1. I'm gonna repeat this twice more, and I will get back to you when I'm here. I'm at the end of row 14, and I'm gonna close this row up with a slip stitch in the first stitch, like this. I'm gonna cut off this yarn and start with color E. Round 15, we're using a new color, color E. I'm using this one, it's Color Crafter, color 1203. It's the same number in Special DK, so if you want to use Special DK you can. We start with a slip knot. In the first stitch after the double crochet in the corner, with a single crochet. We make another 9, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in total that's 10. One front post triple, so 3 times yarn over around this treble. So you don't really have to count, it's just the one before the one we used in the previous row. Like this. We skip 1 stitch. So we worked in here, we skip this one and work a double crochet in the last single crochet of row 14. We skip 3 stitches and work in that space again, a double crochet, a treble around this treble, and a double in that same space again. We skip 3 and work in the space in the top. A double, a treble in between the 2 double crochets of the previous row, a double, chain 2, double, a treble next to the other one on the left, and a double. Skip the 3 stitches and work a double crochet, a front post treble around the treble, of course, a double in that same space. We skip another 3 and work a double crochet in the first single crochet. 1 front post double, triple crochet around the treble right here, like this. But I do want to show you something, so I'm going to finish it. So you can do it like this, but there is a front post single crochet on top of the treble. So if your work is starting to curl like this, you can also choose to work around that front post single, so 3 times yarn over, and instead of just working here, you can work in that single like this. You can do either. It all depends on how you work, what your crocheting is like. Mine is pretty flat, so I'm not going to bother doing that. I just work around the treble, but you can choose to. We're going to skip one stitch. So this one is worked. We're going to skip this one and work a single crochet in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the double crochet in the corner, we work a single crochet, chain 1, a popcorn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to the first one, and we start working a single crochet in the first 10 stitches. So we're going to do this for all the sides, and I will get back to you when I'm at the end of this round. I'm at the end of row 15. I finished the popcorn, so now I just need to close this round with a slip stitch in the first stitch, like this, and that was round 15. Round 16, we're going to continue with a chain 1 and a single crochet in the same stitch. Now we're making a single crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 half double crochet in the last stitch. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and work in the space again. A double, a front post treble, a double, skip 3, a double, a front post treble, and a double. Now we're at the top of that point, so skip 3, a double, a treble in between the stitches, like we are kind of used to now, a double, chain 2, a double in the same space, a treble next to the previous one, and a double, skip 3 stitches in the next space, a double, front post treble, and a double. I'm going to repeat that once more. Double, a front post treble, and a double. skip 2 stitches and work a half double crochet in the first single crochet, so skip those 2, a half double crochet, then work a single crochet in the next 10 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One single crochet before the popcorn and a single crochet after the popcorn. And then we start all over again. Let's repeat this side 3 more times and I will see you at the end of row 16. I did all sides now. I'm at the end of the row. I've cut off the yarn and now I'm gonna end with an invisible join. I have a very old needle, but it works, so, and it's all I could find. I'm gonna finish this one up with an invisible join. Oh, and back to the stitch where it came out. And that's row 16. Row 17, we start with color F, and I'm using this number 1099 from Color Crafter. It's the same number in Stylecraft Special DK if you're using that. And we start with a slip knot. And we begin in the middle in this space. Standing double crochet, a treble. We've done this a couple of times now, so a double crochet, chain 2 in the same space, a double crochet, a treble, and a double. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and work in the next space, a double, a front post treble, a double, and repeat it once more, a double, a front post treble, and a double. Skip 3 stitches, a double, a front post treble, and a half double crochet in the first stitch, a single crochet in the next 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, chain 1, and work a popcorn in that last stitch. Does this happen to you as well? I have it all the time. and chain 1. We work a single crochet in the next 10 stitches. So this is one. It's very close after your bookworm, so don't forget to do the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A half double crochet in the last stitch, a front post treble around that treble, and the double crochet in the first double crochet. So it's this one. Then skip 2 stitches and work in the next space, a double crochet, a front post treble, a double crochet, and repeat it once more. These are the stitches you're gonna repeat 3 times, and I will get back to you when we get back here. I'm at the end of row 17. Let's finish this row with a slip stitch in the first stitch, which is this one. To start row 18, we're gonna slip stitch to this space. So 1, 2. I make 3 slip stitches, and now we're in the top, and we're gonna work the same group of stitches as we did before, but we start with chain 2 being the first double crochet, then a treble, a double, chain 2, a double, a treble next to the other one, and a double. Skip 3 stitches and work the same group of stitches we have before, a double, a front post treble, and a double. Skip 3, repeat. One more time, double, front post treble, and a double. Skip 2 stitches, so that's the double and the treble, and work a double crochet in this stitch, that's the half double. Now we're gonna work a front post treble around a stitch of row 14, so we're gonna count back. This is 18, This is 17, this is 16, this is 15, and this is 14. And here is a skipped stitch, so you have to work around this one. See, it's a bit hard to see, but here's a skipped stitch, so it's this one. So a front post treble around that hard to find stitch. You'll find it. So this one, front post treble, like that. Skip one stitch, so we work this one, gonna skip this one and make a half double crochet in the next, like that. And one single crochet in the next 8 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then work a single around the stitch before the popcorn. Let's skip the popcorn and work around the chain after the popcorn. Also a single crochet like this. One single crochet in the next 8 stitches. This is the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a half double crochet in the next. A front post treble around this stitch. You can see this is the skipped stitch. Go, 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 go. And work a treble. Skip one stitch. So we worked in this one, gonna skip this one. And work a double crochet in the next. Skip 2 stitches and start working the groups again. So a double, a front post treble, and a double. I swear my yarn is always stuck. And skip 3, a double, a front post treble, and a double, skip 3, a double, a front post treble, and a double. And we're back where we started here. So we're going to repeat this 3 more times and I'll get back to you at the end of this row. I'm almost done with row 18. We have the slip stitches we use to get to the corner left, so we're going to skip those and close this round up with a slip stitch in the first stitch. For round 19, we're going to do the same thing, so we're going to slip stitch our way to that space, using only 2 this time. Chain 2 and an extra chain 1 because we are gonna make a popcorn in between the 2 double crochets of row 17. So that's here. And that's our popcorn, and I have double crochet in the same space. In these stitches we're gonna work front post stitches, and I just want to show you what and where. You see the trebles from row 18 and the trebles of row 17. So we're gonna work front post double crochets in the trebles of row 18 and front post trebles around the trebles of row 17. So let's start. Gonna skip this double crochet. We're gonna skip all the double crochets. I will try and say it. So I'm gonna skip this one and work a double crochet around the treble of row 18 and a front post treble around the treble of row 17. A double around this one and a treble around this one. So we're constantly skipping the double crochets, skipping this one, skipping this one, and work a double around the next and the treble around the following of row 17. A double and the treble and by doing so we're closing those spaces that we still had in top. Around the last one, a double. We're going to skip the first stitch, the half double crochet, and crochet the next 2 single crochets together. And work a single crochet in the next 14 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Crochet 2 together as a single and skip the last one, and we continue our front post stitches. So the first one is of row 18, so it gets a front post double, and the next one is of row 17 and it gets a front post treble, and we continue those two, a front post double, a front post treble. Don't crochet them too tightly, just kind of loose. And the last one is a front post double crochet. That's our last treble of row 18, and we're back in the corner where we work the half double, the popcorn, and the half double. I'm gonna leave you to work the other sides, and I will get back to you at the end of row 19. I'm at the end of row 19. As you can see, I am at the beginning of row 19 again, or at the end of row 19. I'm gonna close it up with a slip stitch. I first wanted to show you how flat it is. It is super flat except for this corner a little bit, and I will pull those stitches again, and it makes all the difference in the world. So if your work is wobbly, just do that, pull them a little bit. There's so much space in them, and it will lay flat. So that's one, and we are gonna close this round with a slip stitch on top of that first chain 2. There we go. I'm gonna cut this color off. We're gonna start a new color as we are at the end of week 1. I won't be able to make tutorials for every row. It's so much work. It has been so much work. I really wish I had the time, but I don't. I've shown you the newish kind of stitches, like the little flowers. I think that was needed. There's going to be a couple of other stitches where you might need some help, and I will definitely make tutorials for those. Anyways, thank you for watching, thank you for indulging my very professional not tutorials. It was my first time. I hope it was okay, and explained most of the stitches I had to do. And if you like, subscribe and like, because I was told I needed to say that. And please be kind to me, each other, the mods in the Facebook group, and everywhere else. Thank you. Oh, and finish the call. Don't put it in a corner. Finish it. Bye.